Okay, so let me show you. Stand up. Okay. This is what you do. Okay. Now, I've taught this to my audience before, and I will teach you. When you go to the bathroom, women, okay, you do your squat, but your panties are down here, and sometimes you don't realize it, but the back of your panties touching the toilet.
Right. Gross.
Gross! You don't know this, so you have to squat, pull the panty forward so it doesn't touch the seat, and then do it.
Hover.
Yeah, hover. And then toilet paper, go around because you're pulling your panties, wipe, drop, up. Okay, then, okay, now you're a real girl now, so we have to respect other women that have to go to the bathroom after.
Right.
Take some more toilet tissue, wipe the toilet off, and flush with your flush. Yes! Yes! We'll be right back.
I love it.
Like for people who make the difficult and really incredible decision to transition from one gender to the other. This hour we met Alaina, who's at the very end of a very long and difficult journey transitioning from being a man, and today she joined us all woman from head to toe. Well, my next guest is just beginning his path, and his story hits close to home because he's actually a member of the Tyra Show team. He's an editor for our show, and just recently he made a very bold decision, one that many of us didn't see coming, and he decided to become she.
Rich became a part of the Tyra Show team in August of 2007. On the outside, you would never have guessed that for most of his life, he had been struggling with his gender.
For years, I've struggled with my identity. I've gone from a little boy playing dress-up in my mom's heels to an awkward teenager teased for acting gay, to finally becoming a man and living in denial, getting married to two women, and not understanding why these two marriages didn't work out. And this year, for the first time, I've come to terms that I'm a transgender human being. I was extremely secretive about my cross-dressing in my youth. I wouldn't tell anyone. It was something that I really wanted to hide, that I was ashamed of.
Well into his adulthood, Rich suppressed his feelings of wanting to be seen as a woman.
I knew I was happiest when I was wearing women's clothing, but I wouldn't walk out of the house that way because I would be afraid of how people thought of me, that I'd be laughed at and ridiculed.
But that changed this year, when Rich finally gained the courage to show up for work dressed as a lovely woman named Hannah.
I felt more myself that day than any time in my entire life, and I knew once I had done that, I did not want to let it go. It was something I wanted to have a part of my life. Coming out transgendered at work really blew me away because so many people were accepting and loving and kind. I had no idea that it could be that way because all of my life I've grown up distrusting people. And I found that coming out in the environment that I was in, that I was completely wrong. There are people who are kind and non-judgmental, and they really proved that to me.
In the middle of Hannah's internal struggle, she asked for help with her external struggle to look more like a female, like a woman.
I've enlisted my top model makeup artist, Toni, to get Hannah out of the edit bay and take her to learn some transitioning tips.
Hi,
how you doing?
How's it going? I'm Toni.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. What I'm here for is to give some of my beauty expert knowledge and help you to pull out and pry out of the womb of the goddess, Hannah, the Hannah that you truly feel that you are within. You excited?
Transform me.
Let's go see Earl.
Okay.
Hannah's headed to one of the best wardrobe consultants in the business, Tyra Show staff member, Earl.
So if you look in the mirror and just express to me, who do you see or who do you want to see through this transition?
Well, I definitely see, I kind of always picture myself as kind of like a hippie chick. So something along that lines, like very earthy.
Toni is going to give Hannah some tips how to put her best face forward.
I'm applying just a little powder to even you out and give you a bit of a touch-up for today.
Karina Castaneda from the Echo Joya Salon is an innovator in the field of hair extensions.
I think that if you had a little bit more depth in color, that you'd create a greater contrast. We're going to do individual extensions in your hair to give you more freedom and movement, and hopefully to pick up some tones.
Okay.
The best in the business gave Hannah tips on wardrobe, makeup, and hair. So now, she just has to put it all together.
Tyra, when she sees you, she's not even going to be able to recognize you. I promise you.
Well, we're going to meet Hannah when we come back. We'll be right back. Ready to meet the member of our Tyra staff that is beginning the transition from being a male to a female. Are we ready? All right, let's check out what Hannah looked like before. And Hannah, get your butt on out here now. Come on out here, Hannah. Hello, Hannah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I want to ask you, you have a very robust, manly body, strong shoulders. So was it tough for you to have to put yourself through the transition with having the masculinity here?
Well, it's definitely a problem, but it's something I try to accept. You know,
Yeah.
it's just something that, you know, I know I have a male body. You know, I think, you know, there's a limitation of how far I can go, you know, but, you know, actually they're good features.
Yeah, I mean, I have broad shoulders.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. But
yeah.
your legs are, but you have female legs, though.
Do I?
Yeah. I'm
That's
looking
good.
at the leg and the ankle, and looks kind of feminine to me. Why did you feel comfortable enough to come out with and want to do this transition at work? Because there's a lot of people, Hannah, that are going through what you're going through, and they could never do this at work. What made you feel safe enough here at the Tyra Show?
I just, the department I was working in, they're just a really bunch of cool men and women, and they just seemed like the type of people who would accept you, you know, and, you know, they knew that, you know, I was capable at my job, and they just, you know, they're a quirky bunch of people, and I knew that, okay, I think this is something that I could do.
Here at our show, we're very welcoming and accepting of everybody,
Absolutely.
and so this is a really good place to do it. Why the name Hannah?
I was going to, I have a child, and we were debating on the name, and if it was a boy, it would be, if it was a girl, it would be Hannah.
So you decided to take that on.
Yeah.
What is the most exciting thing about this experience for you, and what is the most scary experience?
Well, the exciting thing is, you know, just going out and getting the clothes and buying the clothes and putting the clothes on and just being a woman, you know, it's fun. You know, women have, you know, I'm ecstatic about that. As far as what's scary is, obviously, you know, it's how people perceive you, you know, although it's, you know, everybody's been very accepting at this work. You know, when we go on hiatus, what am I going to do when we go on hiatus? I'm going to have to go to another job, and I might have to do the whole thing over again, because really a lot of people aren't accepting about this.
How do you explain this big transition to your wife and to your child?
Well, it was you know, it was very difficult. I basically told my wife I was gay in August. We had gone through marital problems for a year because she caught me going on to gay chat sites. So the year was really difficult, and I've been doing a lot of prayer and meditation, trying to get at the root and see if I can get rid of this thing. But what happened was I started to accept it, and then I came out to my wife, as I had said, and then I started cross-dressing in the fall, and I finally, you know, decided to come out fully.
So are you still married?
We're separated.
You're separated. In the process of possibly divorcing, would you say?
Probably, yes.
Probably. And then what about your child? How old is your child?
My child's a little over 2.5.
So he's a little boy, 2.5 years old. So he's going to get older, and then he's going to have 2 mommies. Is he going to call you mommy or daddy?
No,
or
I think
Hannah?
I'll have him call me dad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's fine for now.
And how are you going to explain it to him? What are you going to say?
Well, you know, daddy's different. You know, daddy's special. You know. I really believe that, you know, he'll love me either way. You know?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Hannah, and good luck. And you're around the halls, and I'll continue to give you little tips, weave tips, more voice tips, all kind of tips. We'll be right back. Back with us in the audience is Alaina, and is there any advice that you can give Hannah, Alaina, for this transition?
Well, advice I would give is just, keep a good support group, friends, family. As far as the transition is involved, don't step into anything permanent initially. You could do the hair removal because, no one wants to shave. So that's something that you can do initially, get rid of the hair. I mean, you could do a mild regimen of hormones to get some results from that. But as far as like breast augmentation, I mean, that's pretty permanent. So something like that. But definitely, you've got to obviously work for an incredible person, an incredible staff. So you're very lucky to have a support group there. And don't just limit yourself to a gay or transgender community. I mean, get support and advice from, your girlfriends.
We're here with you 100% all the way. All right? All right, I'd like to thank Dr. Marcy Bowers for giving us access to this amazing surgery that Alaina went through. And I also want to thank our friend, and my friend Sue Ton and Karina Castaneda, and Karina's from the Ecojoya Salon, and our stylist Earl Nicholson for Hannah's makeover. And Hannah's journey is just the beginning, so this won't be the last time. We're going to check in with Hannah and see how your transition is going. And if you want more insight from Alaina and her mom about how to help a child who feels they might be transgender, check out our website. And you're also going to find out great resources for anyone questioning their gender. And we'll see you later.